I'll start over. Alright. Picture this. You walk into a car mechanic shop and the mechanic comes up to you and says, "Your car only scored a B+." Would you be satisfied with that answer? No, right? You'd want to know more about the car. Like, do the brakes work? Is the car safe to drive? Yet, we spend 4 years of our high school lives chasing after numbers like they define who we are. We all know that feeling. The nerves before a test. Relief when the grade is high versus the embarrassment when the grade is low. It's kind of like waiting for your phone to load, but you're stuck, staring at that black screen, hoping your phone doesn't crash. And sometimes that number can feel just as disappointing. Grades started out as a tool, a way to measure progress. But somewhere along the way, they became the goal. Students stopped asking, "What did I learn?" Instead, students started asking, "What did I get?" Curiosity turns into calculation. How many points do I need to pass? Risk-taking completely fades away, because why try something bold if failure just means a bad grade? Psychologists even have a name for this: the extrinsic motivation trap. When we chase rewards like grades, we lose the real joy in learning something new, the pride in mastering a new skill, and the creativity that comes from trying something new. Now let's be real here. Grades aren't the villain here. They provide structure, accountability, and yes, they matter for college. A strong GPA can provide scholarships, financial aid, and even determine if you're eligible to apply to certain schools. For instance, Ivy League schools will often only admit students with GPAs above a 3.8, versus many state schools will just set the minimum GPA requirements just to get in the door. Sure, grades matter, but they're not the whole story. Because here's the problem. When grades become the destination instead of the compass, growth gets lost. Let me invite you into my world of schooling. I remember I was working on an English project once. I was stressed, staring at a blank page like it was mocking me. My brain was screaming, "If you don't get an A on this, your GPA is doomed. Your college dreams are gone, and I'll probably end up living in a basement forever." The classic student meltdown. But then I thought to myself, what if I stop obsessing over some small grade and I just try to make this fun and creative instead? I did just that. I added in my own style, threw in jokes and metaphors. It turned out pretty good. The grade, you ask? It was a 95. It wasn't a perfect 100, but I grew. And honestly, that 95 felt better than 100, because it was proof that I could take risks, be creative, and still succeed. Now, what if we flip the system? What if feedback mattered more than grades? What if schools celebrated curiosity just as much as correct answers? What if portfolios replaced report cards showing how your ideas and skills have evolved? Because outside of school, no one really cares about your GPA. Employers really care whether you can think, adapt, and solve problems. Communities care about your creativity and your resilience. And let's just face it here. Life won't hand out report cards. So let's imagine if it did. Today, you've earned a C plus in cooking. Congratulations. Today you've earned a C plus in cooking. Please stop burning the toast. Or you've earned an A in binge watching Netflix. Congratulations, you're now a professional couch potato. Albert Einstein was once a genius. But guess what? He didn't have the best grades. He, in fact, had average grades. One day, a teacher came up to him and said, "You would be nothing in life with your average grades." Einstein proved her wrong, but not by becoming smart. He just found the true meaning of learning, which is growth, curiosity, and imagination. And that's learning that lasts. Grades measure performance, but they don't measure potential. They capture achievement, but not character. They show what you know today, but not who you will become tomorrow. Now that we've had this discussion about grades, I still have one question in mind. Are grades a distraction from growth? They can be, but only if we let them. Because the real test is not on paper. It's in life. And life won't grade you. It will shape you with experiences. Now, let's stop chasing numbers and start chasing impact. Thank you.